I'm in shock at what I've found and need help processing what I should do next. I'm 43, and she's 49, and we have been happily married, or so I thought, for 17 years with no children of our own. She's been divorced once and had 2 daughters, 28 and 23, that I helped to raise prior to our marriage. We've really only had minor bumps and issues. We've had an open door type of communication with each other, whether it be work issues and venting, or intimacy issues, or just how we are feeling. Often we will just talk on the couch about life and philosophy in general. I felt that we had a great connection and a pretty heavy, fulfilling bedroom life. We are both in good shape and maintain a healthy lifestyle. I work in the medical field and due to things being what they are, have been putting in a decent amount of overtime over the past 5 months. She works in a legal consultancy and has been working from home for the past 5 months, which has made things a bit distant, but on our days off, we are tight. Last night, I was changing the filter on the Dyson fan in our bedroom and I asked my wife if I could use her phone to update the app to reset the change filter alert. I noticed she had put on a pattern on lock, and I kinda wanted to ask her what that was about. As I was looking for the app on her phone, a notification for Snapchat popped up. My stomach dropped immediately as I read the small tag, "I'll bring the special toy." My brain understood the words, but my mind just stopped functioning. I looked all over the room to find out what she was talking about, and it was already in her luggage. It was one of those remote control adult toys that can be controlled by an app, and it looked expensive. My wife has an obligatory quarterly out-of-town meeting that puts her 2 states away for 5 days every business quarter. I knew it was about this upcoming trip on Monday. I've perused Reddit for years anonymously. I've read hundreds of stories that began like this, and never once have I thought about it being me that would sit on my bedroom floor and be in such a cold, dumbfounded state. I have a Chromebook that she logged into Facebook yesterday. I took a week's vacation on short notice. My supervisor was really cool about it, and once I laid out what I may have discovered and have to do, I'm going to need time off. I've been up all night reading her chats. She left to go to the office just now and I made sure the Google location history was on and find my phone was active. I'm so suspicious of everything she does now I can't look at myself in the mirror. She doesn't know I saw the message notification. I logged onto the messaging system that Verizon uses and have signed in under her number and name. There are at least 15,000 that date back to February of last year. Messages, memes, flirty pics and some X-rated ones too. She stopped texting him this way about 3 months ago. She didn't stop texting him, but stopped using the message app through Verizon. I'm guessing they switched to Snapchat because it's discreet. I tried using the same information she uses for Facebook to log into her Snapchat, and it worked. Guess what was there? I found out that she used it just 3 nights ago while lying in bed next to me, rubbing my back as I went to sleep. She messaged him and flirted with him, talking about the things they were going to do together. It involves a younger man from work, married with 3 young children. I've met him twice and even shook his hand. I can hardly feel anything right now, just a white-hot rage. I've called my best friend, who has been divorced 3 times unfortunately. He recommended a vicious divorce lawyer to me. I plan on recording and saving everything including pictures of them together. I'm sure there might even be videos on either her phone or his. I desperately want this to be a bad dream. She said terrible things about me, shared my insecurities, and even told him I love you. While they haven't made any long-term plans, it feels like a purely friends with benefits relationship. It almost makes it better, but also so much worse, like she's literally throwing away our life for this. She knows cheating is an absolute deal breaker for me. Our usual routine on the day she leaves for her meetings involves me taking her to the airport and dropping her off with a long goodbye. I can't even think about what I have to do now. My friend suggests printing out the entire conversation and seeing if I can recover things from Snapchat. From what I understand, I can't do that unless I have her phone. My plan is to see the lawyer today, pay a ridiculous amount to jump into her appointment line, get the ball rolling, and hopefully have a plan of action from her. I really want to book a flight and follow my wife to the hotel she's staying at, catching her in the act. I have access to her hotel booking options and have listed myself as a contact person, allowing me to obtain a room key without alerting her. I think I'm just going to log on to the messaging apps when I get into town and watch it happen in real time. If I could get the papers ready in time, I would hand them to her. Instead, I'm just going to give her the printouts. It's a 600-page PDF. His wife has accepted my friend request. I am debating whether to send everything now. I am seething. I just don't want to lose any advantage. I'm going to fly there Monday afternoon, log in and see what they've talked about, get a room key to my wife's room, and drop off the package in her room with my wedding ring. I'm going to sit in the bar and watch my phone blow up. I'm going to call the affair partner and tell him to meet me in the lobby and to bring my wife down. Then tell him that a similar package has been sent to his home, addressed to his wife. As well as a Facebook message that I plan on hitting send as soon as I tell him. It feels petty and weak. I want to rage and scream, but I'm helpless. This morning all I could do was give her a peck on the cheek goodbye. I really can't stand to look her in the eye. I somehow have to get through the weekend. Is my spiteful, hate-fueled plan worth it? Should I just confront her tonight? Or catch her? I don't think I'll update. I'm truly thinking about never using social media again and only being with a partner that has a similar outlook moving forward. I meet with the lawyer in 90 minutes. Update 1. I met with the lawyer, and she was actually kind, dare I say compassionate with me. She told me point blank that her job was to represent me in this fight for my future, and my job in all of this was to tell her the complete truth and not make her job harder. The lawyer said to forget about any Hollywood confrontation in a hotel bar. That it would look pretty crazy and not befitting at all. So I'm sorry to all of those people that wanted the high drama. She's right ultimately. There are 2 routes to take with divorce. contested or non-contested. She said I would have to notify my soon-to-be ex-wife that I have retained counsel, and in order to proceed, she would have to either contest the divorce, or we would go through mediation and file from there. So, she got home about 2 hours ago. I asked her if there was anything going on that she wanted to talk about. She said nothing other than the election. She then asked what was bothering me. I wanted to cry, but I remained stoic. I said I was curious as to why she had a remote-controlled adult toy in her luggage. The look on her face was actually more telling than anything I've ever seen. She looked panicked, pale. She began to breathe faster, sweat. I asked why she would have something like that. Who had the code and the app to it? She stammered, and the tears began. As I pulled out my 3 file folders worth of text exchanges, I asked if the affair partner's wife would have it. She cried and pleaded that she could explain. I said she had 5 minutes to do it. Of course, she couldn't. I told her what my attorney told me to tell her. I also told her to leave. She screamed it was her house too. I calmly told her that may be true, but I would be notifying everyone about her affair and betrayal, even her daughter. Or, she can leave now and find living arrangements for the time being. She was speechless. I calmly pulled up Facebook and showed her the affair partner's wife. I said, do you want me to tell her, or are you going to do it right now? Tears and moaning and pleading with, I love you, and, it wasn't supposed to go this far. Then my favorite, you can't do this. None of that mattered to me, so I sent the affair partner's wife a message with the file of their escapades on it. I prefaced it with apologies and a brief explanation. I leafed through the stacks of paper and started reading random excerpts out loud to my soon-to-be ex-wife. I just wish we could spend the day attached to each other. Just you inside of me. You feel so much more intense than any other woman I've ever been with. She is still sobbing and saying we need to seriously talk about the steps we need to take to repair this. She says our marriage can withstand her mistake. I told her I would never forgive her, her word is worth nothing, and that she threw away the last 17 years. I am going to inform everyone about her decision to end our marriage by cheating. I have a therapy appointment scheduled for Tuesday. I feel extremely elated, shaking, and incredibly low right now. I kind of want to uninstall myself. The house is pretty quiet except for her crying and moaning. I told her not to come back after her trip. I'm currently sending friend requests and trying to get everyone on my page. I'm just going to send it to everyone that way. I am going to wait until the morning to call the girls. I raised them from when they were just little girls. They're fully grown adults now and I don't know what to tell them or how to handle them. I guess I need a drink and to send Dyson a letter of thanks for helping me discover my wife's affair.